Hi everybody, my name is Jessica and this is my channel Plant Hooker. Still having to do my videos like this without a proper editing system. It is coming. Don't worry, it will be here eventually, just as Ziva's now making an appearance. But today, I know I'm a little late because normally I've been trying to post on Thursdays and I'm late because, well, yesterday I went hiking in Meat Cove. But today I'm catching up. I'm posting my plant video and today I'm going to talk about my zebra plant, or Calathea Zebrina, or Zebrina. Yeah. Now, Zebrina is Latin for with stripes like a zebra. Yeah, so that's why it's called a zebra plant. Now, I know there's also other zebra plants, like there's one succulent system, and I think there's an aroid that's called a zebra plant. Not 100% sure, but look how pretty these leaves are, minus the little crisping edges. Where's the perfect one? This one's perfect. Yeah, those crisping edges were from, like, all Calatheas are sensitive to lime and water. And because I use a filtration system, and I was following the directions of changing it every 3 months, when I should have been doing it every 2. So a lot of these brown spots that you see on this guy are because I went past that. So I'm hoping that now that I'm doing it every 2 months, she'll start to come back to being pretty. She's still pretty, even though, like, there's a couple of brown spots and there's a yellow leaf there. I'm waiting for that one to eventually turn completely yellow before I cut it off. Yeah. Now, these guys are part of the Marantaceae family, or Marantaceae, perhaps, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. So what that means is they'll fold down during the day and then they fold up at night. Now, zebra plants, or Calathea zebrinas, are native to southwest Brazil. Brazil seems to be the most popular spot for the majority of Calatheas. Now, from what I've researched, see, mine, well, first off, mine is about 13 inches tall, 15 inches wide, which is between, 33 centimeters tall and 37 or 38 centimeters wide. But in the wild, they can get up to 3 foot 3 inches, and so that's about 95 to 100 centimeters. Yeah. So, I water this guy between about once a week to every 2 weeks. Mostly because he's in a fairly large pot, like this is a 7-inch, but because it's a terracotta, I tend to water him quite more often. Now, at this time of year, I'm doing about every 2 weeks for watering, but come winter and my wood stove is going, it'll probably be closer to the 1 week. And here's when. And again, medium demand for water and very sensitive to lime in the water. Like, don't use your tap water. Another thing too, when you're watering, even if you're using the filter water or bottled water or rainwater, let the water get up to room temperature, or let it be a little bit warmer, like put your canister in the sun so it heats up a little bit. These guys don't like being given cold water at all. They like warm water to drink for some odd reason. Because I noticed when I would be watering him, and it would be like cooler water because I keep my canisters in the bathroom. Oh, I used to. Now I keep them next to the wood stove so they'll be warm. And I noticed that it would like droop a little bit after I would water it and then perk back up again. And then that was during the winter time, and then come summer it wouldn't perk back up, so that it's like, and then I researched, and that was the reason why they prefer to be given warm water. Well, not warm, but lukewarm water. Now with this guy, I'll fertilize him about once a month, and I use the all-purpose, and I think that's basically the only kind they prefer. I'm not sure about other kinds, but when I researched it, that was the kind that came up. And the kind I use is the Schultz. No particular reason on why I use the Schultz. It's just, it's what's available in my town, because things are getting expensive, and so that's what I have to do. Is a high humidity plant. Does not like the wood stove. My peacock and rattlesnake put the zebra to shame. However, I don't find this guy to be as fussy as my beauty star or medallion. Like, he seems to be okay. I have him in my bedroom, and he seems to be okay there. And so during the summertime, I'll mist him, like spring, summer, fall, I'll mist him about maybe once a week. Come winter though, however, I'll be doing it every 2 days just to keep him happy, because he doesn't like the wood stove. Yeah. They are like a fussy plant. Like they like to be clean, and the one thing that I don't quite like, it's the only thing I don't like about this plant, is the leaves. They have like an egg-like finish. So when you're cleaning it, it'll be like a little harder to clean. Like, you can't just wipe, you actually have to like hold the leaf and really rub it. And I find, compared to my other Calatheas, like I can get away with 3 to 4 months. Him, not so much. He likes to be cleaned. So I started doing him every 2 months within, I'm trying to think. I think I've had him for, I don't know, it hasn't been quite a year. I only had him since March or February. It hasn't been quite a year yet. I will admit that. And I find he didn't get as green, like he wasn't pulling in the photosynthesis like he should have been doing. So then when I started cleaning him every 2 months, then I noticed a difference in his leaves, and he was very happy with that. Oh, and one thing too about these guys, especially Calatheas especially, when you're cleaning them, use bottled and filtered or rainwater to clean them. Don't use the tap. They don't like to be cleaned with the tap water at all. No, not at all, at all, at all. No. They prefer to be cleaned with that nice clean water, and not having it cold while they're being cleaned. They like it to be lukewarm when you're cleaning them, and they'll be very happy with that. Or at least mine is. Part sun, part shade is the type of lighting that it likes. Doesn't like bright, direct light. Like, even though the room that he's in a south-facing window, he's about 5 feet away from it. Yeah, 5 feet away from it. And then he's got the grow light, which would be about another 5 feet away from him, and then a smaller grow light that I have on my, it's like, it shines onto my corn plant, my velvet Calathea, my pink and white moth orchid, because of the way it stands. It only reaches those, so it gets a tiny bit of that light too, and seems to be okay with where it's at. But the ideal temperatures for these guys are between 20 and 33 degrees Celsius. And if you're in a hardiness zone 10A or more, he can go outside year round. But because I'm in a 5A or B, it's either one, I forget, he can only go outside between July and August. I've yet to try him outside. I'm not sure if he would like it here. I know they are sensitive to drafts, like they don't like to be near like a lot of windy places or cold. And because I'm in like a Canadian tornado alley here, avec les Swats, I haven't taken the chance of seeing if he'd like outside because I don't want him to get blown away. You can repot these every year, or you can change the soil every year if the roots aren't coming out the bottom. I don't think I'll be having to repot him for a while. When I did purchase him, because I purchased him at the co-op? It was a local co-op, like the next town over, that I purchased him from. And he was in a 6. His roots were coming out the bottom. I'm kind of regretting putting him in a 7. I kind of wish I'd put him in a bit of like another 6, but a taller 6. So we'll see how he goes with this. So far, so good. Like everything seems to be going well. He's quite happy here. I haven't been too upset with him, or he hasn't been too upset with me. But the type of soils they do like is the cocoa coir, peat moss, and the tropical plant soil. I'd stick more with the tropical plant or the cocoa coir, mostly because peat moss it decimate the swamps that they take it from. But the soil that I have him in, it's a mixture of all-purpose, perlite, and orchid bark. I can't remember if I still had cocoa coir then at the time. If there's cocoa coir in here or not. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. I think it was out by then. And I was just using my mixture. But seems to like this soil. So far so good. Now when it comes to pest, I haven't had much pest issues with this guy. He's been really, really good. The only thing I've had problems with is soil mites, and I've got a matchstick in there, and I watered with the cap full of peroxide and a liter of water, and so far so good. I haven't seen any mites since the last time I had to water him, so I think we're good. Knock on wood that they don't come back because I don't like soil mites. But some of the major pests that they do get are mealybugs, thrips, and spider mites. And again, I have yet to deal with them on these guys, so he's been really good when it comes to pest-wise. Now, common problems with these guys, one issue is black spots. Now, that's a sign of mold, called a mold that's called black sooty mold, and that's usually caused by pests, mostly like scales and aphids, and it would occur more so on plants outside. I'm not 100% sure if the other kinds of pests would do that, like mealies, thrips, and spider mites. When I looked it up, it was mostly just scales and aphids that would cause that. However, brown spots on your plant, like I don't have brown spots, I just have the edging, so it's somewhat okay. That is due to improper watering, like your watering isn't being consistent for what your plant needs or wants, and a poor quality water, so like tap water, city water that's filled with chlorine. Yeah. So, and as long as I keep using my filtered water, I don't have that issue. Now, when it comes to yellowing leaves, that is a sign of overwatering. Now, again, these guys do like their water. Like he likes to be watered at a moisture meter level 4. You can still overwater Calatheas because they only like to be watered to a point. Yeah. Now, this pot is just your regular dollar store terracotta pot. You can find them anywheres. Oh, I have a new leaf coming. I don't know if I can show that on the camera, if it'll show up. It's like, it's not like a new leaf from the bottom, it's more like somebody's pregnant. Like this guy here, he's got a new leaf coming out of his thing. Right. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to show it. Because this pot is heavy. Right there. I don't know if you can see if I tilt it more forward that way. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to see around it. But yeah, do I recommend this for first-time plant owners? No, absolutely not. Like I said, the only Calatheas I would ever recommend to first-time plant owners are these guys. Because these guys have given me no hassle. It's either I'm just lucky with them and like I got like a really good stock, or the rattlesnakes and the peacocks really are some of the better of the Calatheas. Don't quote me on it, I'm not 100% sure. This is just what I've dealt with. But yeah, this would be more for like not quite super experienced, but if you've had plants and you're quite experienced with them and whatnot, then yeah, I'd say these would be good for these guys. Now, if you have any questions, shoot me a message. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can give me a thumbs down. Everybody has a right to their opinion. But if you really like the video, subscribe. And as always, live long, plant on.